Take a seat and start to settle in and turn your attention towards breath work. Finding a steadiness, an aim for your practice. So begin to take your awareness to your posture and the flow of the breath in and out. We'll do a exhale Viloma. So you'll inhale and then you'll break the exhale up into 3 pieces. Inhale, and then exhale and pause. Exhale and pause. Exhale all the air out. I'm going to try to make those even intervals of 3. Inhale, exhale, pause, exhale, pause, exhale all the air. Just like that. Inhale, exhale, exhale, exhale all the air. Inhale, try to make each piece of the exhale even. Exhale, exhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale, exhale, exhale. Making that pause a little longer if you can. Inhale, exhale, exhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale, exhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale, exhale, exhale. Good. 2 more rounds. Just breathe normal now. Just long, smooth breath. Gently let the head fall forward, stretch the back of your neck. And just roll the head to one side. And then roll through to the other. Back to center. Look up, lift the chin. And exhale, look down. One more time, gently roll the head. Go nice and slow. And then look up. And then come back to center. Take a deep breath, lift your shoulders up, back and down. And do that again. One more time. Good. Let's do the rest of our warm-up standing today. Then stand at the front of your mat. Keep the feet hips distance apart. Turn the palms to face forward. Inhale, lift up through the crown of your head. Shift your weight so your weight is even through your whole feet, heel to toe. And feel it inhale, rise and spread across your chest. And take the arms out about a little bit wider than a capital A, but not out to a T. And gently pull back, toning the shoulder blades onto the back. Breathe here. Good. Bend your knees, touch your fingertips to your outer knees. And then inhale, hook your thumbs, reach up high to the sky. Push out through your elbows and fingertips. And then exhale, separate the hands. Hook the fingertips, inhale, reach up high to the sky. Exhale, separate the hands. Take the right arm across your body and then pull it across with the other arm. Gently turn your gaze over the right shoulder. And then drop that hand down, release. Take the left arm across. And then look to the left. And then gently drop that arm down. Inhale, lift both arms up. You can touch the fingers above the head or just keep them like the parallel, like the number 11. Reach up long and tall. Press down through your legs and lift your toes so your kneecaps tone. Feel the quadriceps activate in the legs. Just hold this pose and breathe here. Exhale, release your arms down. We're going to walk in place with lifting up the knees to help stabilize our core. You can put your arms out to help you with your balance, but you don't need to balance because we're not going to hold it long enough. You're just going to shift your weight, straight right leg, and then inhale, bring your left knee up, keep the foot flexed, and then place it back down. We're just going to go back and forth. Flex the foot, lift the toes, and you're bringing that knee up as high as it'll go, and then slowly placing it back down. Back and forth. High as it'll go, and then back down. A couple more times. High as it'll go. Activating the hip flexors and the core. Last round. And then release. Good. Step your feet so your toes touch the edges of the mat, and the outer foot then touches the edges of the mat. Good. Interlock your fingers, push your hands away from you, and then inhale, reach up. Feel the shoulder blades move back and down your spine. Take a deep breath. Try to stay stable through your knee and twist from your waist. Inhale back. Twist from the waist. Inhale back. Twist from the waist. Inhale back. Twist from the waist. Back to center. Put the hands on the sides of the legs. Slide the hands down the sides of the legs any amount. And bend your knees. Breathe here. Let the head go a little heavier. Relax it from the shoulders. Good. Push down through your legs. Inhale, rise back up. Bring the hands up to the heart. Squeeze the elbows like you're keeping your hands close to your chest. And then slowly push the hands out and away from you. Flex the wrists. You're toning the forearm like you're pushing away two pieces of glass. Yeah, good. Drop the hands down. Bring the hands up to the heart. Flex the elbows. The hands are close to the chest. Now you're going to bend your knees and push the hands straight out. Try to keep your spine upright. A little bit of a squat pose here. Good. Keep flexing the wrists. Good. Drop the hands down. Bring the hands up to the heart. Last round. And this time, turn your palms up and push away. Nice and slow. Keep your elbows bent. You can push a little forward too if that's better for your shoulder. But have the fingers point towards each other so you have an internal rotation. Be mindful of your shoulder. Exhale, bring the hands down. Good. Inhale, reach up high. Bring the feet a little closer together. Exhale, bow forward, forward fold. Put your hands on blocks. Look forward. And then step your left leg back. in a lunge. So the heel is lifted. Pause here, take a deep breath. Drop the back knee down. And then inhale, come up, hands on your hips. Draw your ribs back, your belly muscles back a little bit, and just gently start to bend through your front knee. Keep the ribs and the belly muscles moving back as you do this, creating some core stability. Good. Keep your right hand on your hip. Take your left arm straight up and then go over a little bit. Maybe even push that hip a little bit to the side. Be mindful of your knee. Good. Come back to center. Inhale, bring the arms up nice and high. And then in one motion, you're going to touch the hands to the blocks and step forward. Inhale, look forward. And then step the right foot back, heel in the air, lunge. Breathe here a moment. Stabilize your pose. And then drop the knee to the floor. Come on up, hands on hips. Good. Keep the belly and the rib muscles back a little bit as you sink your hips. Help stabilize your core. Good. When you're ready, take the right arm up and over. The hip can go out a little bit. Breathe. Good. Both arms up. And then swoop them to the front of your blocks and mat and step forward. Excellent. Shift the weight over your feet completely. Inhale, rise up, all the way up. Bring the hands behind the head if you can. If you can't, you're going to separate your hands any amount that feels right to you. Pull your elbows and shoulders back and then squeeze your left side down. And turn your gaze up. Inhale, back up. Squeeze your right side down. And turn your gaze up. Inhale, back up. And release the arms down. Beautiful. You're going to shift your weight to your right leg, bring up your left leg nice and high, and then as you touch that high spot, send that leg back as far as you can. High lunge. The heel will be turned up, so it's a balancing pose in this high lunge when the heel is lifted, and you gently squeeze the legs in and towards each other to create stability in your legs. Place your hands on your hips. Keep the belly and rib muscles back a little bit to help you have a long spine. With the belly and rib muscles back a little bit, start to sink the front knee a little deeper into the pose. Good. Inhale, lift up the left arm, and then maybe wing it over as the hip goes wide. Inhale, back up. You're going to take a big step back. If you can, lift that knee up as high as it can again, and then place it down. Good. Shifting to the second side, left leg down. Inhale, bring the knee up as high as it'll go, and then step it back. High lunge. This is where the heel is lifted. If you want to put that heel down for warrior one, it's a little bit easier to balance. Be my guest. But we're working with our hips moving forward if we can, or oriented forward. Press the legs down and in towards each other to stabilize them. Keep the belly and ribs back so that your spine feels more upright, and breathe. Try to maintain that as you sink deeper into the pose. Inhale, right arm up, and then wing it over. Walk to center. And with one big step, so you can lift the knee back up. And then place that foot down. Awesome job. Let's do that whole sequence again, a little bit faster pace now that you know the alignments. Shift to the right, inhale, lift. Exhale, step back. Inhale, upright, stabilize your core with the ribs and belly muscles. Exhale, sink into the pose. Inhale, right, left arm up. Exhale, tip it over. Inhale, back to center. And then step forward and place it down. Awesome job. Inhale, right leg up. Step it all the way back. Inhale, upright. Stabilize your core. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, pivot over. Inhale, back to upright. And then step forward. Place it down. Nice job. Let's step wide on our yoga mat and turn the feet out a little bit. Bend your right knee nice and deep. Keep your left leg straight. And just sink into the hips here for a second. Inhale, back up. Bend the left knee and sink into the left hip. Good, back up. Bend into the right again. Lift your right arm high into the sky, as high as you can. And then keep your legs as they are and slide your left hand down your left leg. Notice how it changes the pose, opening the inner thigh even more. Good, now bend your left knee. Inhale, bring the left arm all the way up. Notice how we've transitioned to the second side, basically. Nice job. And then slide the right hand down the right leg. Keep going, bend the right leg. Inhale, bring the right arm up. Notice how we're back to the first side again. Let's just go one more time. Slide the hand down the leg. Bend into the left leg. Bring the left arm up. This is our next second side. And then last side, slide the right down. Bend it over. Now bring both arms up. Keep both knees bent and sit low as you can. Turn your heels out and do a wide-legged forward fold. Breathe here. If you've got a block, you can use it. And place your right hand down on that block and inhale, turn your left shoulder up to a twist. Change sides. Back to center. Walk your hands to the front of your mat, wherever you're oriented, and step all the way back to downward facing dog pose. Flex and spread your hand. Sink down through the soles of your feet. Come down to your knees. Inhale, scoot forward. Push down through your left knee and inhale, bring up your right leg behind you. Push through your heel today a little more than your toe. And then inhale, reach out with your left finger. So you're going to crisscross. And just hold this pose for 3, 2, 1. And come back to neutral. Push down through the right knee and reach back through your left heel up in the air. Bring up your right arm and reach forward. And hold this for 3, 2, 1. And then place the knee and hand back down. Separate the knees apart and shift your hips back, child's pose. You can rest your forehead on the mat and breathe here. Try to feel the breath filling in your back ribs and your low back. Good. Come forward onto your forearms and walk your knees back closer together. So you're in a kneeling forearm plank, or you can lift your knees into a full forearm plank. You get to choose. Try to make your hips the height of your shoulders and breathe. Slow the breath down, particularly the exhale. Let the slow exhale sharpen your perception, making you more present and alert. Gently drop the pelvis into the mat. Inhale, slide the shoulder blades back and down as the collarbones go forward and up. Breathe here in your Sphinx. Good. Push down with your knees. Again, we're going to go back to our forearm plank. Hips the height of the shoulders. Breathe and slow your exhale. Mindful of the present moment. Growing more and more aware of the body. It's just existing. Discovering this quiet presence that observes the body existing in this moment. Drop the pelvis into the floor. Slide forward into a Sphinx pose. Good. Rest on the mat. You can separate the arms so that your body comes down. You're going to take your arms out like a field goal post or a cactus that fell over. We're going to inhale, lift the forearms up so they're parallel with the ground, and lift the legs up a little bit. So it's like you're sliding on your belly like a penguin on ice, toning your back muscles. Good. Breathe here. Exhale, release it down. Same exact action. Engage the upper back, engage the leg. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, release down, turn the other cheek. Place the hands under the shoulders. Inhale, lift up, cobra pose. Draw your belly muscles back and then push back, tabletop. And from tabletop, lift your knees an inch for bear cub pose. Breathe here with the knees hovering by an inch or two off the ground. And then slowly walk the toes forward, inching them forward until they're near the front of your mat and forward fold. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, look up and reach up. And then bring the hands down the sides. Step your right foot to the front of your mat. Inhale, bring up your left knee. Exhale, step that leg back. Plant it in high lunge. Inhale, arms up high if you can, balance, keep those ribs back, keep the belly muscles back. Good, now plant the foot in warrior one. And you can interlock the hands behind your back or just pull them back behind your back, like in a V shape, an upside down V shape that is, until you bow in just inside the front leg. So now that B becomes an A, or you lift your bound hands above you, breathing. Swoop those hands down, inhale, bring them back up. Open up, warrior two, exhale. And then take a big step all the way back to the front of your mat. Inhale, arms up high. Exhale, down the sides. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, back for the lunge. You can turn into warrior one. Inhale, arms up high in the sky. Good, then bring the hands down. You can bind them behind your back or just pull them back in a little bit of a downward diagonal. So you've toned your upper back muscles this way. And then bow inside the front leg. Work on your balance. Strong, steady feet. Inhale, swoop it all the way back up. Bring the arms up. Exhale, open up, warrior two. And then step to the front of your mat. Good. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands down. Inhale, arms up the center. Exhale, arms by your side. Inhale, bring the left leg up high, and then step it back, high lunge. Pull the arms back behind you, or same exact thing. You can plant the back foot. Exhale, bow inside the front leg. Arms will lift up behind you. Inhale, swoop it up, warrior one, arms high up in the air. Exhale, drop it open, warrior two. And then inhale, step to the front of your mat. Inhale, arms up the sides. Exhale, hands down the front. Inhale, arms up the center. Exhale, arms down the sides. Inhale, right leg up. Step it all the way back. Plant the foot, draw the arms back. Exhale, bow inside the front leg, working on balance. Swoop the arms down and up. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, step to the front of the mat, swoop your arms. Inhale, arms to sky. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, arms to sky. Exhale, down the sides. One more round of this. Inhale, bring up the left leg. Feel the movement, continuity of mind and body. Step the leg back. Pull the arms back low, warrior one. Exhale, humble warrior, bow inside the front leg. Breath here. Inhale, swoop the arms up high, actual warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, step to the front of your mat. Arms up the sides. Exhale, hands down the heart. Up the center. Down the sides. Inhale, bring up the right leg. Exhale, step it back. Pull the arms back with the arms low, warrior one. Exhale, bow inside the front leg. Breathe your breath. Inhale, swoop it up. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, take the step forward. Next inhale, swoop the arms up. Hands to heart center. And just pause here now. Breathe in mountain pose. Notice body sensations, body temperature, heartbeat. Growing quietly aware while the body feels and experiences. Step the feet apart a little bit and squat down low. Press your hands into the floor and walk your knees back to bear cub pose. And then drop it down, tabletop pose. Push down through your left knee. Inhale, stretch your right leg back. Push through the heel. Inhale, slide your left hand forward and lift it up. Hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Push back and slide back through the left heel as you plant the right knee. Slide your right hand forward and up. Inhale and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And you place it back down. Separate your knees and push back towards child's pose. Breathe into your ribs, your back ribs, your low back, mid back. Let your head grow heavy. Notice that there's a quiet awareness, observing the body. In yoga, this is called chit and chitta. Chit is this quiet awareness. Chitta is all the stirrings, all the things that could be noticed or perceived. They talk about this relationship quite extensively in yoga. Quiet awareness and all the things that that quiet awareness could observe. Inhale, come forward. You can do a kneeling plank or a full plank by extending your legs straight. Place your shoulders over your hands and breathe here. Have the hips just slightly below the shoulders. Exhale, elbows in, lower down. Push back through your heels and then reach back through your toes. Inhale, stretch your left arm straight out in front of you and roll onto the left side and bring the right leg back behind you, opening that hip. Good. Come back to that side. So you're still on your side, but your legs are together now. You're still on your left side, legs are together. And now bring your extended arm, your left one, underneath you. So you're putting that elbow underneath your shoulder. And this might actually be enough. So we've got some space. We've lifted up our torso and our hip is on the ground still. This might be enough to actually stabilize that side of your body. You can bend your knees a little and then push your knees down so your hips lift up. This might be enough, and you can just stay here. Try to keep the shoulder over the elbow. And if you'd like, you can flex your feet and push down with your outer left foot to lift your hips up off, your knees up off the ground as well. And then lower back down, hips down, and roll back through center. Good, relax a moment. Slide your right arm all the way out, roll onto your right side, and then draw the left foot back behind you. Stack that leg back on top of the other one, and then pull your right elbow underneath your right shoulder. You can just stay here and breathe. Or you can bend your knees slightly and push down with your knees and lift your hips off the ground and breathe. And you can keep your shoulder over your elbow, push down through your outer right foot and lift your knee off the ground and breathe. Exhale, lower down and come back through center. Reach out through a Sphinx pose, and if you'd like, push down through your hands so your elbows lift, Sphinx pose, or extended cobra. And let's all push back, downward facing dog. Chit is this quiet awareness that observes all the fluctuations that you could be aware of. This is chitta. All these physical sensations, all your thoughts and judgments about how hard or too easy this class may be. All of it is chitta. Things that can be observed in the mind. They are the mind. Plant your left foot in the center. Inhale, stretch your right leg high into the sky and roll the hip open. A breath. Flex that foot and breathe. Exhale, squeeze that leg into the belly as high as you can lift it. And then shoot it back one more time. Inhale. Exhale, squeeze the thigh into the belly. Squeeze it as high as you can. And then plant it at the front of the mat. And then inhale, wind up, warrior two pose. Oh, I think we lost Jim. Billy. We'll keep practicing. Hopefully they'll jump back in. Warrior two pose. Breathe here. Got the right foot forward if you want to mirror me. And then straighten both legs. Straighten both legs. Put your hands on your hips. Take a moment to just press from your hips down through your feet. And gently tip your pelvis So you're sending your tailbone towards your back heel. Tailbone going towards the back heel. You slide your front hand down your shin. You can actually leave the hand on the hip today and work on squeezing with the hand on the hip. Squeeze the top shoulder back a little more. There we go. Good. Placing both hands down on the mat. And step all the way back. Downward facing dog. Welcome back, Jim. You're back in downward facing dog. It's all right. You might have to do this this round 2 times because we just did the one side from downward facing dog. We're going to lift our left leg up. We've already done the right side on this one. Open the hip. And then exhale, pull the thigh into the belly, lifting it as high as you can. Inhale all the way back. And then squeezing it all the way in. Inhale all the way back. And then squeeze it all the way in. Plant the foot at the front of your mat. Inhale, come up, warrior 2. Just in warrior 2 for a moment. As we straighten our front leg. Stay grounded through the feet and direct your tailbone towards your back heel. So you've you'll tip your body to do that a little bit. Keep your hands on the hips for this one, or the back hand, and slide the hand down the front leg. James, if you wanted to do the second side here, just for even and balance, we're going to still be here about halfway through this round of this side. And then use your top shoulder, squeeze the shoulder back while leaving the hand. Good. Bend your front knee and step forward, forward fold at the front of your yoga mat. Take a deep breath, fill in your back ribs. Shift your weight to your feet and inhale, come up. Awesome. I'm going to turn to the side. You don't have to. You can keep looking straight ahead. You're going to step your feet a little wider and just bend your knees. And what we're going to do, we're going to take our hands near our chest, elbows in. As we push the hands forward, can you see how I round the back a little bit? Okay, so that's the action. We're going to take a deep breath in. Exhale, push, and just gently round the back a little bit. So the front body muscles tone towards the back. Inhale, come up. You're going to squeeze your elbows and shoulders back. You can stand up tall. So now there's a little bit of an arch in the back, and then we're going to reverse it again. So it's like a standing cat-cow. Exhale. Good. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Come back to center. Standing very upright, you're going to take your elbows in against your side ribs. And just gently lift your shoulders up. This one, be careful that the elbows don't move faster than the shoulders. And push your elbows and shoulders back like they're evenly pressing against the wall. If you really wanted to, you could even go press against the wall with your elbows and shoulders. Toning onto the back ribs. Breathe here. Trying to get the muscle groups that are opening here to receive some breath. Then if you can, open your hands out. Try not to move your elbows or shoulders. Be careful. Listen to your own body. Now, if you can, slide your hands and elbows as though they're pressing against the wall up. As high up as you'd like to go. Toning the back muscles to open your shoulder. Listening to your own joints. Good. Exhale, arms by your sides. Roll your shoulders a couple times. Awesome. Bend your knees and step your right leg back. With your legs straight, take a moment to lift your left toes. I don't know if you can even see it in the camera, it's so far away. But lift your left toes with the ball of the foot down. So you should feel a tone run up the front of your leg. I feel that draw all the way to your side and core just by lifting the toes. You can, if you can keep that tone, you can put the toes back down. Let's keep them lifted. And then we're going to bend the knee and put your hand on a block or a coffee table ledge. Try to press down through that standing leg, the left leg, and flex your right leg as much as you can. Breathe. Keep your right hand on your hip today. Lifting that leg as high as it'll go, extending through the heel. You can push through both heels pretty firmly. And then work your top shoulder back with the hand on the hip. Or if it's on a block, that's fine too. Just work the top shoulder back. Good. Bend your standing leg. Lower that back foot down. Inhale. Come all the way up. Nice job. Step forward. Breathe here. Bend your knees. Step the left leg back. Straighten both legs. If you can, lift your right toes high in the air with the ball of the foot still down. Notice how that tones the front of the leg. Keep that tone. You can put the toes back down. And then bend the knee. Rock forward onto the block or onto a table ledge. Lift your left leg up high into the sky. And you're going to push out through both heels. Nice and steady. Constant awareness. Moving through the sensation of the pose. Keep your left hand on your hip today and work the left shoulder back to express the pose. Breathe. Bend the knee, drop the foot down, and come up. Step forward. Good. We'll do the remainder of the balancing poses at a wall if you'd like. You can go find a wall or a chair. First one, I think you'll have the wall on your right side. And put your weight on your right foot. Let's keep active. So awareness, chit is just present. Doesn't put any effort or force into anything. The chitta, things like your will and your determination, they're there. You can observe them. You can observe it through my foot is staying active and focused. Press down through the right foot with the toes lifted maybe if you can today. Doesn't have to be. Right hand on the wall. Doesn't have to be. And then hold the left knee in the left hand. You can do both hands. Breathe. Flex the lifted foot. And you can take the hand away. Try to lift the knee as high as it'll go. You can even lean back if you want. Welcome back, Billy. And then slowly place that foot down. Relax your toes. Good, so you're gonna use the wall. You're gonna switch to the other side of the wall. Left hand can use it now. Today we're lifting our toes. When we lift our toes, we're not lifting the front of the foot, we're just lifting the toes to get a little more muscular stability on the front of the leg. Not required. You're gonna shift your weight into your left foot and lift your left toes. Use the wall. Then bring up your right knee in the right hand. If you want, you can use both hands. Flex the lifted foot, so it's like the heels of both feet are pushing down. And then you're going to take the arms away if you want. And you can lean back as you try to lift your right knee as high as it'll go. And relax it down. We're going to do the same thing, except this time you're going to free form, kick the foot out, leading with your heel. Doesn't matter how high your leg is. It's okay if you want to kick out here. It's okay if you even let the heel touch the ground. Okay, same thing. We're just adding an extra pose to it. Right hand will be on the wall if you're going to use it. Root your right leg. Lift your left. Flex your feet. Move the hands. Keep the feet active and engaged. You are a quiet presence that does not get tired. Body might get tired. And then slowly kick out. And then draw it back and place it down. Good job. Shift the weight. Left leg. Lift the toes. Bring up the right knee. Flex both feet so the heels are active. Lift the knee up, maybe kick the heel out. Any height will do. Bring it back in and place it back down. Good job. Tree pose. You might do the first side again. Right hand on the wall. Bring the foot up into the inner thigh. You can flex the toes today to help engage the feet. You can choose to keep the hand on the wall, or you might take both arms up overhead today. Let the steadiness that you're trying to cultivate in your form, in your breath, in your mind, point you towards this quiet, aware steadiness that's been there the whole practice. It's not breathing. It's not losing its balance. It doesn't grow frustrated. It's just aware. Bring the hands down and release the foot down. We'll go to our second side. Plant the left foot. Lift the toes. And or lift the arms. Breathe. Bring it back down. Excellent. Stand in mountain pose at the front of your mat. Take a moment to notice if your upper back, your spine doesn't feel more upright and elongated. All the stabilizing poses today. Just stand in your own posture, balanced over your feet. Quietly breathe. All these things that move and flow around Chit. The awareness that doesn't move at all. Slowly bend your knees down to kneeling. Separate your feet and sit sit on a prop or between your heels. Knees will be close together for this one. Take your hands to your side ribs like this, so a little higher than you is kind of comfortable, so you actually feel the bony parts of the rib, not the soft tissue of the waist. Keep the belly and the front of the low ribs softened back, so that when you breathe, you feel the side ribs expand. If you maintain that, you can release the hands, trying to keep the breath into the side, back ribs. Release some tension in your neck by gently letting the forehead come forward, elongating the sides of the neck, keeping the shoulders soft. Slowly bring your spine back upright into the back plane, making the spine long and full. Noticing the quiet awareness. Gently twist your body to the right. Gently twist your body to the left. Back to center. And then exhale slowly. Come forward. Moving the props. You can cross your ankles and sit back. After you sit back, extend your legs out wide and use your hands to open the legs even more. We will flex our feet with the heels down on the mat. on the floor. So the heels and the sits bones are anchored into the earth. Inhale, rise up through the spine. Good. Reach out with your left hand and then gently take it across, maybe holding the opposite knee, shin, or toe. Roll it back to center, re-engage neutral, re-engage the legs and sits bones. Inhale, take the right arm out and then wrap it across, grabbing the knee, the shin, or the toe. Inhale, back to center. Bring the left leg in so the foot is near the inner thigh. And then this time you're just going to bow in between the two knees. Tip from the hips. Then let the rest of the spine go. Inhale, back up, extend that leg out. Bring the right foot in. So the knees really don't move. Rise up, and then tip from the hips in between the knees. Releasing the spine from there. Inhale, back up. Legs out. You're going to bring the hands back behind you and put your feet flat on the floor. You're going to take the feet a little wider apart, maybe as wide as your mat, so that you can then drop the knees over, called windshield wipers, dropping the knees to one side. Inhale, back up, drop the knees to the other side. Notice if one side rotates more than the other. Back and forth one more time each side. Good. Go to the first side again. So that's going to be to your right. Now take your left arm all the way up. So your knees and shins come to the ground. You can twist even more. Yeah, let your left hip come off the ground. Keep going. And now take that arm that's in the air back behind you, so you've twisted your body and you're kind of looking at the back of your mat. Breathe and be in the twist. And then inhale, come all the way back to neutral at the front of the mat. Knees up in the air. We're going to do the same thing with the other side. You all did good. You followed the cues. We're going to drop the knees over to your left. And then inhale, bring your right arm all the way up so the shins come to the mat. Good. They might even go off the mat a little bit. Turn your body so that hand drops down behind you and you've twisted to look out the back of your mat. Breathe here. Inhale, unroll the pose. And quietly press your spine into the floor. Take a bridge pose here if you'd like. Neutralize everything. Exhale, lower down. Press your arms down, shoulders down. Let's lift up bridge pose again. Exhale, lower down. Last round, bridge pose. Exhale, lower down. Put your right leg out straight. You can take your left knee up. If you want another twist, go ahead and take that knee across the body, or you can take the knee wide, or just pull it more in towards the chest or shoulder, or a little combination. Just see what feels good on that hip, what the body's looking for. Pull it back to neutral. Bring up the right side. You get to choose where you want to take that knee today. Maybe it's a combination, a couple different movements. Roll it back to center. And extend the legs out nice and long. Extend the arms out nice and long. Rest your body. Body will still breathe. The organs will still pulse. But you might feel this quiet attention that gets turned towards something that's very, very still. Very, very quiet. It's not the mind. That thing's never still. Not the body. That thing's pulsing with life. Your attention gets turned to is chit. A steady, quiet awareness. Stretch your body. Press up to a seat. Thanks for practicing. Namaste.